ASTM International hosts several meetings throughout the year for its 150 committees, 2,000 subcommittees, and roughly 30,000 members who create and revise technical standards. Committee officers call meetings to order and welcome everyone. An attendance sheet helps the officers know who has voting privileges. The chair then reviews the antitrust policy and other policies such as no digital recordings. Then the agenda and previous meetings minutes need to be approved. Members can ask to make changes or add new items to the agenda. Note that a big change, such as a new topic or a new standard, should be discussed with the chair weeks in advance. Then the real work to create and revise technical standards begins. Technical contacts will often bring ideas, drafts of standards, or suggested edits from task groups that met in small groups in recent months. Most of the time is spent deliberating ballot results. A technical contact or subcommittee chair will guide the group toward consensus in a fair, transparent, and balanced way. If a ballot happened since the last meeting, the group can address any negative votes to try to get closer to consensus. A technical contact will have prepared for this, having had discussions with negative voters in advance. For each negative vote, the group can take action to determine if that negative is persuasive, requiring a change, or not persuasive, requiring no change. If any negative votes are deemed persuasive, revisions may be needed to prepare for another ballot to take place before the next meeting. If all the negatives are successfully addressed, then the standard passes the subcommittee ballot and can move to the main committee ballot and beyond, ultimately resulting in publication. It's also important to note that ASTM International requires standards to be reviewed at least every 5 years. The chairman will often ask volunteers to help review standards that are coming due to see if each should be revised or reapproved. The group may also need to address old or new business. For example, an old business item could be related to an update on plans for a symposium, while a new business item could address preliminary interest in conducting an interlaboratory study. Other agenda items could include reports from liaisons in industry associations, announcements of deadlines for future ballots, information about upcoming meeting locations, and more. Finally, the group will adjourn, and connections made in the meeting will often lead to networking in the hall or over a meal. Do you still have questions? Every committee has a staff manager to help you both at the meetings and in between. Their contact information is on your committee's webpage. Our best piece of advice is always this: come to the meeting and jump right in. Your voice matters. We look forward to seeing you at your next ASTM International Committee meeting.